Hi there, Jesse here with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look and I'll show you how to install the CURT Custom Fit Class 3 hitch on this 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe. Adding a hitch to a vehicle like the Santa Fe makes a lot of sense. It's going to give you the ability to add storage, whether it be with a cargo carrier or a bike rack. Even opens up the possibility to do some light duty towing with your Hyundai. Also with this hitch, as you can see, it doesn't change the appearance of the rear of the Santa Fe at all. It's got these hidden cross tubes. So it gives you the ability to load more stuff on the vehicle, but also doesn't take away from the looks. Now for a closer look here, you'll see it has a standard 2" by 2" receiver opening, which will fit most of your accessories or any add-ons you'll have. And behind that is a standard 5/8" pin hole. So your pin and clips will fit right in there. The hitch does not come with the pin included. However, they are available here at eTrailer. Also, any of your accessories will most likely come with one. And then we'll see the safety cable loops here. They're a nice flat design, really sturdy, and they'll easily fit any safety cable that you might have, whether it be clevis or any other style. For some weight capacities, the gross trailer weight will be 4,000 pounds. And that's the amount of weight that you're pulling behind the vehicle. For the tongue weight, that's 600 pounds. That's going to be the amount of weight pushing down on the vehicle. Those are pretty good numbers. Just be sure to double check your owner's manual to ensure that whatever you're loading up on the receiver is also safe for your vehicle to carry. For some measurements, from the ground to the top of the inside of the collar is about 13.5 inches. Just keep that number in mind, not only for the ground clearance of the hitch itself, but also any accessories that you might add on that extend the length out a bit. And from the center of the pinhole to the edge of the bumper looks like about 4 inches. That number, keep in mind for any folding accessories that you might have, just to ensure that they don't make contact with the vehicle. My final thoughts on the hitch: I think it looks great on the vehicle. It's hardly noticeable from any height at all until you bend down and look at it. So if you're looking for a nice sturdy hitch for your Santa Fe, I think this is a good choice for you. It's also super easy to install. It's just a matter of lifting it up, getting some bolts in, and torquing them down. However, if that's something that you don't have the tools, the space, or the time for, feel free to check out our dealer locator. But if you're ready to tackle this yourself, feel free to follow along and I'll show you how we set up ours. The first step of our installation is to lower down the spare tire and remove it if you have it. This vehicle did not come with a spare, so we don't have to worry about that. So next we need to lower the exhaust. Before you lower the exhaust, you'll want to support it. I'm using a ratchet strap because we're on a lift. You could also use a jack stand or something like that if you're working on the ground. So I'll just tighten down this cam strap, not a ratchet strap. Get that tight, and then we'll remove these 2 rubber isolators. You can just use a pry bar. Sometimes you can pop them off with your hand. Or if you have one, they make a tool for it. So we'll get this one, and then this one in the rear. Once you get those isolators removed, you can loosen up your ratchet strap, and it actually looks like we have another hanger hidden over here on the passenger side. Pop that off. If you're having issues, you can spray some lubricant in there. It should help that isolator slide off. We're just going to drop it down as far as we can without putting any kind of stress on the front of the exhaust. Now we need to clean out our weld nuts. There's going to be 3 on each side. You could use a wire brush to clean out any gunk or debris that might be in there. However, this car is basically brand new, so I'm just going to run our bolts through Make sure they thread in nice and smooth, because even though it's brand new, there could be some paint built up in there. So it just helps to run your hardware through all of the weld nuts. And while I have the hardware here, I'll just show you the way every bolt's going to be installed today. Conical tooth washer with those teeth facing up, slides on the bolt, and then we'll install it into the holes. That's a good idea to have an extra set of hands for this step. I have my friend Scott here. He's just going to help me lift this into place. We'll have to go up above our exhaust here and try to get these holes to line up. We'll start our bottom bolt. And once we get that threaded in pretty far, we can just let it hang there to install the other bolts. Now I have a 3/4 inch socket and a long extension just so I can clear over the exhaust. If you do not have a long extension available, you could remove a 4th rubber hanger, and that will allow the exhaust to drop down farther, but I prefer not to do that, so we'll use a long extension. Just going to snug all of our bolts up. Now with our torque wrench, which if you do not have a torque wrench of your own, we do have them available here at etrailer, or you can always rent one from an auto parts store near you. But we're going to go ahead and torque all of our bolts down to the specification listed in the instructions. Now with everything torqued down, our exhaust is hung back up. Don't forget to remove the strap. And that's going to do it for our install today of the CURT hitch on our 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe.